Welcome to the #Attitude Shield podcast, the true mental operating script rewriting program designed for those looking for a change from within. No more hype or sugar-coated promises. This is to-the-point guidance on how to change the way we think to grab the life we always wanted. Are you ready for the change? Now your host, David L. Parker.
Hey, welcome to the next episode of #Attitude Shield. I am David L. Parker. I hope that you're having an amazing day. I hope you're having a great day. Welcome to the studio here in the Redneck Riviera. One of my favorite little statements. I am in South Dakota in the Black Hills. It is a rainy but beautiful day every day here in the Black Hills. Today on #Attitude Shield, I want to talk to you about your heart. You have to protect your heart. But first I want to talk to you about how important the heart of a team is, putting together an amazing team. We talk about inner circle. We talk about other things like that. But this is important. HEART as an acronym, HEART, help everybody and run together. You got to have heart within your team. You got to have heart. You got to build teams, be part of teams, inner circle teams, family teams, the whole 9 yards, but you got to have heart. And then you got to protect that heart. You know how I know I'm right about that? You know how, because I've seen it, right? Right over my shoulder there is a trophy, 12-0 Rocky Mountain Football League. That team had heart. They hang together. They helped each other. They did everything they could, and they were undefeatable. They were an amazing group of men. I've also seen it in the military. I've seen it in business. I've had some of the most amazing partners in the world in business. I have amazing partners now. We all have heart. We help each other, and we run together tight. So we're working together to make things happen. That's what it's all about. Now, once you have that, or even if you don't, if it's just by yourself, you need to protect your heart, right? And how do you protect your heart? Remember, I teach you about the conflict between your brain and your heart, that your heart won't give you softeners, as my good buddy Eric Jackson says. It's going to tell you the truth. Your brain will come up with all kinds of things to try to say, oh, you know what, it isn't that bad. Oh, you know, that's not true. Oh, you know, that's not our intention, so we're fine. No, bullshit. Your heart will tell you the truth. And first of all, like I already said, if haters are your confirmation you're doing something right in your life, right? If somebody hates you, they're proving you correct. Now, how do you start protecting your heart? You have to identify your problems, right? But give the energy to solve these problems to the solution, right? Identify the challenges. Identify what's going not the way you want it to. Identify what you need to change, but don't let it suck energy out. So that's the problem, is we spend too much time focused on the problem. We spend so much time going, that, and that is the reason that this, and this isn't right. You want an example? Look at the United States of America's politics. You have the right and the left blaming each other for all the problems, talking as loud as they can, putting on the biggest circus in the history of human beings. Nobody's coming up with solutions. This is the problem, this is the problem, this is the problem. And then if they do, just by chance, happen to come up with a solution and it doesn't work, they're going to stick to it until they prove it works, which is such dumb stuff. It's just stupid shit. When you're a leader, going to go down a bunny trail. When you're a leader, you're going to have to make decisions on how to run your business, on how to run your life, on how to do what you do. And if you make a decision and in a short period of time, long period of time, whatever period of time, proves that the decision was wrong, don't stick to it. It's like the old comment when I was in Iraq in 2003 and 4 and 5. The old comment was, the beatings will continue until morale improves. Wait, what? That's the same thing as people without a attitude shield are doing to themselves when they will not let the energy they need to use be focused on the right place. They want to focus it on something else. They want to focus it on, I don't know, the problem. What a crock. Why would you focus on a problem? It's like sitting around and saying your knee hurts and never do anything about it. It makes no sense, right? part of your heart. You need to get happy. Call me crazy. Well, that wouldn't be very unique, would it? They call me crazy every day. But call me crazy because I love to see people succeed. Because I believe life is our own personalized journey with our own personal way of doing things. I am me, you are you, thank God, right? It's not a competition. I love how people say, well, you have a podcast and the niche that you're in, David, is so saturated. How will you ever compete with the big guns? I'm not here to compete with the big guns. Listen, my message to you is my mess. Most people are too chicken shit to let out their mess. Most people are going to be like, well, I really don't want to tell you that I made mistakes and everything sort of was bad for me. If I wasn't to tell you about my mistakes, if I wasn't using my errors, my oopses, my what the freak was I thinking, I wouldn't have a message. If all I could talk about was all the things that went well, what? How does that work? See, my willingness to look into the darkness of myself has empowered some change. When you decide to stand up and look into your own darkness, you're going to find that too. And how do you do that? Well, the most effective way is, I'm going to tell you a secret. The most effective way to do that is to do that. Most things in life are that simple. Most things are just, get up and go. You know what I mean? They're not waiting for something else. They're not like, remember we were talking about just a moment ago, I was talking about life's not a competition. Most people are so busy trying to blow everybody else's candles out, trying to make theirs shine brighter. I had talked about politicians a few minutes ago. They're a perfect example. President so-and-so did that. Senator so-and-so did this. Congressperson so-and-so did that. Yada, yada, did yada, yada. If I make them look worse, then I'll look better. What a crock of crap. What some stinking thinking head trash crap is going on? You cannot protect your heart by blowing somebody else's candle out. You don't become something better by making other people look worse. As a matter of fact, anytime you try to spew worse on them, it comes back on you. It's just life, guys, gals, ladies, everybody. It's just life. You know what? I have never, ever, ever seen a hater doing better than me. Have you ever seen a hater doing better than you? You ever seen somebody that's trying to blow your candle out actually do something better than you? Hell no. Doesn't happen. Listen, never assume because a person's loud that they're strong and that the quiet is weak. Just because somebody's not responding or saying something to you, they're not getting into the fight. Well, I knew that guy when we did this and that and the other thing, and that sort of sucked. So he sucks. Okay. Just because you're yelling and telling everybody how bad another person is trying to blow out that candle doesn't make you any better. Just means you talk crap. I believe a lot of things. I believe you have to protect your heart. I believe 2020 was terrible hard on people's hearts. And I'm not talking just in a physical manner. We got bombarded by this pandemic. We got bombarded by the negativity of the news. We got bombarded every single day by the noise of life. If you've never heard me talk about that, go download my podcast about the noise of life. Because I tell you what, the noise of life is something else. We're probably going to talk about that again. But I think everything in life is art. And I confirmed it when I moved here to the Black Hills of South Dakota because, see, I have a mentor and his family that have been part of my life for 30-plus years. I've been around them almost as long as their youngest daughter has been alive. She's a little older than our relationship. And she is walking art. Now, why do I say that? Because of the way she dresses, because of the way she does things. I mean, seriously, she's literally walking art. The way she dresses, the way she does her hair. She looks every day. She takes the time every day to look like World War II pinup. And it's spectacular. It really is. And she has some of the most interesting opinions. But I believe that everything about our life is art. Everything is life is art. Your smile, your personality. the way I hold my hands, the way I, enunciate this or don't enunciate that. Hell, I think it's art all the way down the way you might write a grocery list or write a note to a friend. Everything is based on the way you feel. Everything is based on the condition of your heart. Again, not just the physical part, your emotional heart. And 2020 beat the dog crap out of all of us. But hey, we're going to get better because you know what? We're going to have good days. Before I go down that road, I want to ask you to do me a favor. If you like the show, could you please share it? Remember to subscribe and hit the notifications, as every YouTuber says, because that's what we do. But could you share it on your social media? Because if we can impact one person each every day, imagine how long it would take to impact 7.8 billion people. Now, I did fail to keep my word. I did not look up how long that will take, but I am going to make a note of that right now. Let me find where is the pens are behind me. Let me turn around here. Grab a pen. All right. Here we go. Write this down. 7.8 billion at 1 times 1 times 30. That note will tell me what to remember because I promised I would find out how long it would take if we all did that. Anywho, share it on social media so we can impact somebody. And if you really like the show, why don't you go ahead and click the link below. Buy me a cup of coffee. How hard is that? Just a cup of coffee. I love coffee, right? I'm always having some kind of drink. Right now I got a fiber drink. A little noisy bottle. But hey, let's impact each other. Buy me a cup of coffee. That'd be great. Matter of fact, buy me a cup of coffee and I'll have a good day. Now look at that. See, I just got through talking about what we don't need to have. Crazy interruptions, right? Ooh, that was fun, right? That was fun for you. It was fun for me. Anyway, like I said, buy me a cup of coffee. That'd be great. And we're going to have good days. We're going to have bad days. We're going to have crazy days. We're going to have days where things just don't want to go our way. Like I said, I'm telling you, you got to protect your heart because you're going to have good days, bad days, overwhelming days, too tired days, I'm awesome days. Can't go on days, but it doesn't matter. You have to show up anyway. If you protect your heart, that is going to make you stronger. That's going to get you through some of the things you can't imagine that you would go through. It really is. It's going to make you powerful, right? Now remember, as you have these good and bad days, remember as you move forward in life that heart, again, as we talked about in the very beginning, is an acronym. Help everybody and run together. Help everybody run together. I've been blessed. One time in business, I met some people that had some heart to a level that was impressive to me. Just amazing to me. So I get to work with these guys a little while back, like I was saying, and it was an amazing experience because the heart that they had at the time when we were working together, maybe not later, but at the time, later doesn't matter. But when this whole thing started, this whole get-together, this whole project started, the heart was so incredible. I did a video back then about heart on a different training platform because they really impressed me. Now, the funny thing is, a couple of them still have that heart. One of them went crazy in their own way, but that happens in life, everybody. That it really does. But you have to protect the heart. I know it seems like I'm stumbling here, but I'm trying to make it as simple as I can. You have to protect yourself. You have to protect your team. You have to protect those that you love. You have to protect everybody from everything, but you got to protect the heart the most because this thing in your chest doesn't understand lies. It only knows the truth. Your mouth, your ears, your eyes, your brain, they're different. But the heart, when it's employed in the right manner, is your most powerful asset. The giver's heart. No matter what you believe, and the rain here is starting in South Dakota on the tin roof above my office, and it's so incredible. Warms my heart. The heart is of the matter. You've heard it said that. Nobody ever says the brain of the matter or the finger of the matter or the elbow of the matter. It's always the heart of the matter. When you get to the heart of the matter, this is what it is. And that's where we're going. The heart of the matter here is your heart emotionally has to be protected. And one of the ways you protect it is you have to keep it centered. People all the time, I talk to people and they're like, well, I woke up this morning feeling a little depressed. What'd you do about it? What? What did you do about it? Did you tell your heart that it's not true and you moved it back to center? When you're angry, do you tell your heart to calm down and move it back to center? See, here's where I'm going. The heart of the matter is, do you control those emotions or do they control you? When you realize you're having a situation, one of those bad days or down days or days where you want to quit, but you know you're not going to because quitting is not an option. But when you're having those days where the heart needs more help, are you giving it to it? Are you telling it to come back to center? I mean, even growing your business is all about the heart. It's all about the heartbeat. You know, when your business expands and then it contracts, the goal of the heartbeat of the business is that when it contracts, when it gets smaller, that it never comes back to a lower size. It goes boom, then back, boom, then here, boom, then here, boom, and then here, right? Each time the expansion is wider and wider and wider, and you have to protect that heart. It's the same thing in your life. I wish I had a magic pill to make us all have a stronger heart. I wish people would understand that you have to control the heart. The heart knows the truth, but it also likes to run away with itself emotionally. The difference between responding and reacting is usually a jail sentence. No. Is usually when you react, you break your own heart. Now, my heart's been broke many times. I've done it to myself. I've had people do it to me. But every single time, my vision, my dream, my direction, when I told the heart to get back to center, that's what healed it. That's what healed it. Your heart can get wounded. It really, really can. You can definitely wound the heart of a person. And when you do that, you got to figure out how to mend that heart. You don't know me very well, but if you do, you know that I adopted my 2 grandsons. We lost their mother to a heroin overdose, and their dad my son still hasn't figured out what he's going to do with himself on that situation there. He's not in the best place in the world, but the heart of the matter with him is he's got to get his heart right. The boys' heart was shattered by the loss of their mother. Of course it is. 2+ years now they've been with us, and we're still working on their hearts. We're still telling them it's okay to miss their mother. We're still telling them it's okay to be sad from time to time. But then we help them bring that heart back to center, back to where that heart is happy, back to where it's protected, back to where they are re-engaging. They're happy, they're excited, their attitude's right, and it's tight. Another way of looking at the heart acronym. Again, your willingness to look into your own darkness is where you start to heal, and that darkness is what surrounds your heart sometimes. You have to find a way to break through. And one of the first ways to break through is never be embarrassed about your situation. Half the people that are mocking you, most of your haters, are covering up the same situation with some kind of filters and smiles. You want to fix your heart? Make a plan. Cut off the distractions. Stay focused. Execute consistently, and you'll make it. I promise. Again, you got to make a plan. Cut off all the distractions. All the distractions. Stay focused. Where are you going? Keep that heart centered. And execute consistently. You know, Tony Robbins, I'm going to have this. One of the greatest things that Tony Robbins said, in my opinion, that impacted me was he said, everybody overestimates what they can do in a year and underestimates what they can do in 5 to 10. Holy mackerel, is that right? Everybody overestimates how much they can heal their heart and protect it within a year, and they don't understand how strong that heart can become within 5 to 10. I hope you're enjoying hashtag Attitude Shield. Remember, it's all about what you say to you, because you will never talk to anybody more than you talk to yourself. So you need to learn to say the right things, keep your heart controlled, keep your heart protected, build a team, help everybody, and run together, and be well. Talk to you soon.
You've been listening to Attitude Shield, your double dose of espresso for your attitude. Check us out on Facebook and on the web at www.attitudeshield.com. Again, thanks for spending this time with us. Between now and when we talk again, keep those shields up, eyes on the target, and always be moving towards your dreams.